What's going on, folks? Not sure if anybody's gonna pick up this live stream on a Friday evening as we're driving home, but I haven't put anything out in a while, so you know, just like everybody else, got busy. Got soccer season in full swing with my daughter. We've got my son is involved in a new production in town. I'm actually helping with the production in town, so that's a new experience for me. So it's just been busy. It's just been crazy. Not to mention the flu hit our house. My wife got it. Luckily, I have avoided it thus far. My daughter may have had a touch of it, but hey, you know, so far it seems like we've done a pretty good job of avoiding it. So still talking to myself, but that's okay. This will be up so people can watch it later. Man, let's talk about the elephant in the room for a second. Let's talk about, you know, the shooting in Florida. I don't want to get into a giant debate over, you know, what needs to happen or what can happen. Excuse me. It just boils down to we just need to be involved. Parents need to be involved. Parents need to know what their kids are doing. Parents need to quit trying to be the kid's friend and be the cool parent and be a parent. You know, it's just, that's the bottom line. So in other news, I saw that Toy Story Land is going to open June 30th at Walt Disney World at Disney's Hollywood Studios. That's going to be exciting. Finally pump some life, some blood back into Hollywood Studios. That's been, it's been slow there lately. You know, I watch Tim Tracker and Negro Orlando and Adventures by George and Explorin', and man, anytime those guys go out to Hollywood Studios, there's nothing going on there. And, you know, talking to a couple of people that are really excited for Toy Story Land to open up, as well as Star Wars. I am too. I'm extremely excited about it. But that, it's going to drive mad amounts of people into that little park. And I got to be honest, you know, I'll probably avoid, well, I mean, I know they're not opening at the same time, but I'll probably wait about a year before I go and visit Star Wars. And by that time, Toy Story Land will be about 3 years old. So, and like I said, it'll drive even more people into that little bitty park. But hey, change is good. New stuff coming in Disney, gotta love it. I've seen the concept art, seen the stuff that they're doing. The Slinky Dog roller coaster looks really cool. All the Star Wars stuff going up looks awesome. So yeah, got all that going on. Let's talk about the weather here lately. Man, I don't know what part of the world you're in, but here in Texas, the weather is up and down and up and down. You're freezing cold, and then it's like 76. It's crazy, and no wonder people are getting sick, because the weather can't make up its mind. So what else is going on? Man, I wish I had somebody on here to talk to me. It's kind of boring, but hey. Let's see. My daughter is a sophomore in high school, and I was very proud of her. This last soccer tournament she played in, she actually had her first college, well, I won't say her first, she's had another coach come and watch her play, but had a college coach actually come to watch her and then come back the next morning to briefly talk to her between games, which in and of itself you think, oh, okay, well, that's not that big of a deal. But that morning that the college coach came back, it was 30-mile-an-hour winds and 17 degrees. Nobody wanted to be out there. The girls didn't want to be out there. The parents didn't want to be out there. So for that coach to come back just to have a chat with her, that was super cool. And it really gave my daughter a good boost of confidence. Like I said, she's only a sophomore in high school. It also gave dear old dad a nice shot in the arm when I went and researched the school and saw the tuition rates for that school. Whew. I don't think I can give enough plasma between now and then. And that school doesn't give athletic scholarships. They give academic scholarships. And my daughter is a bright girl, but man, she's gonna have to get on it if she wants to get a lot of those academic scholarships. Let's talk about my son. Like I said, he's involved in another production here locally. This time he's acting as stage crew. He wanted to get a taste of what the crew does. It says very bad connection. Now it doesn't. We're in and out. So like I said, he wanted to get a taste of what the crew does. And he's really liking it. Changing scenes, helping get props out, things like that. I have volunteered to be the green room manager, meaning that I have to corral all the children's when they're backstage and help them remember their cues to go out, help keep the show running smoothly. It's akin to herding cats, because I've got kids anywhere from 9 and 10 years old to 14 and 15, and it can get kind of nuts. But I like being involved with what my kids do, and if it makes them happy, it makes me happy. So this is my way to give back and to help out. The play is actually a musical. It's called Miss Nelson is Missing. I had no idea what it was, but my wife told me that there's actually a book, a children's book about Miss Nelson is Missing, and it's a teacher who can't control her class, and so they send in a substitute to straighten up the class, and at the end you find out the substitute was actually the teacher dressed in disguise to make them appreciate having a nice teacher. Sure. Have not seen the Black Panther yet. Kind of want to see it. Looks pretty cool. I haven't talked about this since I saw it, but we went and saw Coco when it came out in the theaters. I really liked Coco. I thought the music was good, but most of all, man, it was visually stunning. It was just beautiful to watch. The colors, the story was magnificent. It was really cool. So hats off, Pixar. That was a great movie. I'm still kind of on the fence on Last Jedi. I liked it, but I only saw it once. So I think I need to see it again to really appreciate it. I thought there were some slow spots in the movie. I was one of the people that liked the ending. I'm super on the fence about Solo. Super on the fence about that. I don't know that I can ever see anybody else as Han Solo other than Harrison Ford. That would be like in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, when you saw a young Indiana Jones and it was River Phoenix. I kind of bought that because it was such a short portion of the movie, but I don't think I would have bought a whole movie as with River Phoenix as Indiana Jones. So there's that. I haven't won the lottery yet. I know, right? Oh, what else? Valentine's Day is come and gone. My wife and I do not really care about Valentine's Day. In our opinion, it's a made-up holiday. We do get a kick out of watching the tents pop up in front of the supermarkets to remind all the guys driving home that you forgot. And there's nothing funnier than seeing the line of guys standing outside that tent, waiting in line to get a dozen roses and a box of crappy chocolate. Yeah, I know not to buy. I don't buy my wife flowers because we both agree that it's money spent on something that's going to die. They look good for about 4 days, and then after that you throw them away. I might as well just take a $100 bill and throw them away. If I do get her flowers, I get her calla lilies because that is her favorite. I'm starting to ramble now. I need to get back on track. I need somebody on here to talk to me to get me back on track, and nobody's online yet. So when you watch this later and you put your comment in, tag what spot in the video you were meaning to comment, so at least I can go back and remember what I was saying at that point. Because if you just say something like, I don't like chocolate either, I'm probably not going to remember. So the other night, last Friday, my daughter played a high school soccer game, and it was teacher appreciation night. She selected her chemistry teacher. She takes pre-AP chemistry, which I never thought she would sign up for ever in my life. But she chose her chemistry teacher. His name is Mr. Doolin. And Mr. Doolin has been at the high school for about 8 years now. And he told her that's the first time that anybody has ever asked him, to a teacher appreciation night at any of the sports. He admittedly does not know a lot about soccer. He is more of a basketball guy. But he came out and he supported Avery and was just thrilled to be there. And customarily, the girls will get the teacher a little gift, a little token of appreciation. And my daughter decided to get him a box of fried chicken because he's on a diet and he can only have fried chicken on Fridays. So he was most appreciative of the fried chicken. But I thought it was cool that she asked him, and he was very gracious to come out, and he even stayed and watched the game. He sat with me and my wife and watched the game, and we chatted. And when I say things like be involved with your kids, and please, I'm not a perfect example, but that's what I mean. You gotta be involved with the things they do and the things they like, and ask the questions. Talk to their teachers. Are they the same kid in class that you see at home? Are they distant? Are they engaged? Because that'll tell you a lot. We got an email from my son's teacher the other day, just out of the blue, and your heart always kind of jumps when you see an email from a name that you recognize as one of your kids' teachers. But I opened it up, and she just wanted to tell us that how proud she was of Gage, and that he was taking the time on an assignment to work with another girl in the class who is very shy, very soft-spoken, and he was helping her through an assignment, and he was engaging with her and allowing her to formulate the thoughts, but guiding her in the right direction. And I'll be honest with you, when Gage was younger, his social skills were not good at all. It was not good. He got very frustrated at times. He would lash out. He would get up and just walk out of class. And we really had to work with him on coping strategies and, how to differentiate between things that you can control and things you can't control. And he also got involved in Boy Scouts. And as much as I want to be the dad that, is in there elbow deep with him doing all his Boy Scout stuff, I told him when he joined that this is his journey. And whatever rank he achieves, whatever merit badges he gets, it's going to be because he earned them. Because I want him to look at those and understand that he did the work, not me, not anybody else. He put in the work. He is now a Star Scout, for those of you who know Boy Scouts. So he's got 2 more ranks to achieve Eagle, and he's 14. He is dead set on becoming an Eagle Scout by the time he's 16. I couldn't be prouder of him because I see other dads and they're in there and their sons are flying through these advancements, rank advancements and merit badges, and Gage and I will always look at each other like, yeah, I don't know that he did all that on his own. But it makes Gage proud because he knows he did do it on his own. I'm there to help. If he has questions, I'll answer them. If he needs assistance doing something, I will be happy to. But up to this point, he's always said, I've got this. I've got this. Let me do it. And there's nothing that will make you any more proud as a parent than to hear your kids say that and then watch them deliver on that. So those of you with little kids, it's hard, and trust me, having 2 teenagers at the same time, it'll drive you to the brink of insanity. You'll be proud and gushing and just, your kids are amazing. And then literally 20 minutes later, you wonder if their brain is getting enough oxygen. And it's baffling at times. So I've now rambled on for about 18 minutes. Not one person has watched live, and that's okay. So I'm going to throw this out there for anybody that stuck it out and watched this video. My plan has been to do my next actual video for the channel about Disney pins. I love Disney pins. I have spent way too much money on Disney pins. The first time we went to Disney back in December of 2014, I bought a lanyard and bought some pins because I thought, I like them. I think they look cool. The addiction quickly set in, and before I knew it, I had my lanyard completely full. I now have 2 completely full lanyards and a whole bulletin board full of pins. So some I have collected specifically for the collectability. Is that a word? The collectibleness. I got them because I knew that they would be collector's items. The first one that I bought like that was it's called a Walt Disney World Piece of History pin, and it's got a little piece of the Sorcerer hat in the pin. And when the first time we went, the Sorcerer hat was still there. So I personally like the Sorcerer hat. I know some of you purists didn't like it, you thought it was an eyesore, whatever. I liked it, so I got that pen. But the one that I have now, now that we know what's going on with Pirates, it's an actual piece of the Redhead's dress. So I'm pretty excited to have that one. So I want to do a video just talking about pens and why you collect, what's your favorites, how you started, things like that. So if you like that idea, give me a thumbs up, put a comment, and let me know some questions. If you don't collect pens, let me know some questions about, that you have for pen collectors. Why do you collect? What's your favorites? Do you plan on, do you trade? Things like that. If you do collect pens, chime in with what some of your favorites are, and we'll compare notes. So I don't feel like anybody's going to make it to this point in the video, because at this point you've already tuned out and ignored me, and that's fine. I'm almost home anyway. I'm gonna go pick up the boy, gonna go grab a bite to eat, and then hopefully get to bed early, because we have a long day of rehearsals tomorrow. I mean, maybe I'll do a little live video from rehearsals, who knows. So until then, friends, I'm sorry I've been gone this long. It was not my intention. For those of you that can put out a vlog every day, even a 3-minute vlog, guys like Sean Rockenboxes and Negro Orlando, man, you guys are troopers. I wish I could do that. Well, yes, I wish I could do that. I wish I had the time to do that. I just don't. I do not. So until then, hey, well, I'll leave you with this. Life is way too short to not be around the people you love and to not do the things you love. Enjoy every minute you got. Okay, my friends with young kids, soak it up, man, soak it up, because I wish I would have paid more attention when they were 7, 8, 9 years old. I'm loving them now, but I've only got a couple of years left before they start on their own journey. So be good to somebody today. Pass along a compliment to somebody today. It will make you feel as good to say it as it does for them to hear it. That's all for now. Lone Star Disney signing off. Love you guys. We'll talk to you later.